really good against Jug and Lane. Great.
He's
so
really good with Jug and Lane. You can jail him when he spins, and then just right-click him and kill him.
Yeah.
All right, I play Venomancer. I'm not that dumb. All right. So anyway, tell me real quick, blast off. What draft do you think is gonna win this match?
Yeah, I think there's going to be a 3-0 as well. They do have some counterplay from 4 Zoomers. I think specifically, if you can make the Veno lane work, maybe start there with a Kato at level 1, get a surprise kill or something, then you can make this happen. But I'm really scared for 4 Zoomers. Also, they might even just go tri-lane on Undying, which Carryax is really weak against. They have like all the options.
All right, well, we'll see what happens in this game 3, potentially the last game. Let's hope not, as we go into this last game. Undying versus 4 Zoomers. Gentlemen, please take it away.
Thank you so much, Zumi. You know, Howie, she's just been like such this beacon and ray of positivity that we've got going. And then we come into this game and we just got like these dark, stormy clouds over our heads that's going on as we hover over the Dubu Chad.
That's a good
down.
spray.
Wow, that is horrific.
It really looks like Dubu.
That is really bad. You know, the bush being under it and then like making it look all weird and distorted too. Yeah, that's not great.
30 seconds.
Can we look at anything else? Literally anything else, Pop Tart. Oh my God, just take us away. Go somewhere else. There you go. Go to Roche. Check out Roche. Yeah. So there it is. Perfect. Still there. Don't. So Owie, it's the Venomancer. That's the one that feels weird to me. Is Brax gonna have a game?
I mean, Wyvern's sort of a weak 5, and it does look like... I mean, I like that Undying aren't going aggro. They have the option to shut down the Axe, but I think they've correctly identified that the hero they really need to shut down this game is a Venomancer. I think, like, the problem here is, like, the 5s on both sides are not that good at zoning. So Saber, like, gets a good start, move me out of pose on wave. They could actually end up tri-laning bottom with Nyx Assassin, Witch Wyvern, and Juggernaut. And Venomancer will literally have to go jungle. There's no counterplay to it. It's not that slow to jungle, but you won't feel good doing it. Right? I'm really concerned about it. Like, it's not like I think 4 Zoomers can't win this game, but I would way prefer to play a Undying strat.
Well, and I think that's a good... there's some other possibilities.
Yeah? Just took Meld at level 1 and melded Gunner twice in the middle.
Amazing. Look at him. He doesn't know what to do. Can't handle it. Mentally breaking. The melds are entering his head. Never mind. He got last. He's back out of it.
Yeah, and Gunner, you know, he did have a read on the matchup. I mean, Gunner, he was known for his Ember Sphere, right? This is his hero. Right. So he started with the Ring of Protection, and I think that might make a big difference, because the other times I saw this matchup, like, the Embers were not prepared to get meld struck at level 1 or 2.
Well, and yeah, I think definitely the type of player that goes out and watches a lot of those other matches probably keeps an eye on the other players playing it. And, you know, you talked about Carl playing the TA. He's also really well known for his Ember Spirit as well. So, you know, just having that better understanding of the matchups. You know,
yeah. Mid lane is so knowledge specific. I remember there's this one like Summer or something where CCNC is talking about how he beat Avid's Meepo mid or something. His Meepo versus TA, and he was in knowledge base like this. Like, if you don't know something's happening, like if Ember doesn't have this ring of protection, I think this lane might be over right now. He would have taken like another like significant amount of damage because TA would have just manned up on him once he was melted. But instead, you know, we have a game of Dota in this mid lane.
True.
Gunner's actually doing very well in the CS.
Always love to see a game of Dota. If we can get them and not just stomps that were happening for a little bit there. But you can see Husky making that rotation over as well and stole the water rune. Ryle make do with his regular bottle. Fill it back up and they head the direction. So we did see for a while also that like combination of the Keeper of the Light there together with the Ember Spirit, where you're just going for like max amounts of slight spam and everything else that comes out. I'm curious if there's anything else that Husky's going to look for. I remember you playing a lot of Coddle back in the day as well. One of the best stacking heroes.
Yeah, for sure. I think you're pretty much right with your assessment. They just sort of want to combo the Coddle with the Ember. This used to be some epic combo, like first... Ooh, Husky with the triple stacks here.
Yes.
Ooh, that's beast. Getting messed up. We got 2 of them.
Terrible.
But the idea is there.
teleported.
Honestly, that's mid lane. Nice rotation.
Open. Ryle underneath the tower. Is it going to be enough with the body blocks? They're turning Gunner. Ooh, careful. All right, so they bring more heroes mid on Undying. Is there any chance for like a punish because of that?
Is under
we'll have to keep
attack.
our eyes on these sidelines if they get anything out of it, but don't manage to quite find that kill.
Never refuse good
That was so
given.
honestly, like, Gunner barely didn't have his guard up there. That would have been a kill, and it would have been a huge momentum swing that I think. I mean, it's not like 4 Zoomers are behind, but like if you're down 2-0, you need something to get going, right? It's not what this game is. It's like the overall series, I think.
Absolutely. Although you do kind of have to treat it one game.
For sure,
Try
for
and
sure.
just put the other ones out.
Oh, something, you know, I've never seen this matchup, like Doom offlane versus Carry Axe. But I think eventually we might see an Aghanim Scepter coming out from Doombringer. And you great counter helix, like what is Carry Axe?
Yeah, not very good. Can't even Manta. I mean, it might even be better just... Yeah, I think that's a pretty solid target to Doom. Who else do you want Doom in this game? Ember's going to be so hard to catch.
I mean, if you can do Ember, or you can do Veno before he gets his ultimate off, it's always good. The thing about Dota is like having more options makes it easier to play the game. Well, bottom lane. Timado's actually getting quite pressured in this bottom lane. I mean, he's farming really well. He's up 10 CS, but Veno does have, oh, nice, sniping his healing ward with Plague. That's a big play. Having more options just makes it easier to play. Like that's why Wraith King's picked versus Doom. It's not like he can't just Doom your mid or something, but you'd rather him not him have to choose.
Moon back towards mid. Gunner in some trouble, and Turret gets the first blood. Dies afterwards, but makes something out of nothing there. Bad.
That's big. And he really needed that because just look at the CS and EXP on this lane.
Yeah, they are definitely a bit of a lead there coming out for Ryle right now.
And
Not-
this is a counter pick, right? This is a problem. Like he picked Ember into Ti10. It's not like losing a normal matchup where like, okay, I counter pick you, you're supposed to lose this matchup. By picking it in that slot, Ember was saying he was gonna either win this matchup or have enough impact in the game to justify picking out there.
Well, and maybe, you know, it's not just the lane situation as well. There's something to be said definitely for later on being able to just turn through a fraction and get on top of that TA. So,
Sure.
I'll see how he ends up doing with it. I'm more surprised that it's like that this Venomancer's been able to make a pretty good time for himself down here bottom. Obviously, more CS for the Jug, but Veno's doing pretty good on Brax.
Considering the lane he's against, I tend to agree, but like he is still down 700 gold in the matchup.
Dire's
And
middle
it's
tower
like
is under
it's
attack.
not one of those lanes where you feel like, okay, I've hit level 3 wards, I'll kick him out. Timado very smartly has gone for 2 in healing ward, and he's literally just gonna hit the wards and kill them. His Juggernaut has 1.5 BAT and he has phase, so just hits the wards.
Brax can get those denies in there. Moon scouting out these stacks that are now being taken. Emmy getting it, and Moon soaking the XP. This is what you want to see. Does he go? He will be kicked out of that area for the moment. Ocean and Gunner, again, the same rotation as Brax dies down bottom. They try and make something happen here. They're gonna find Moon, roll in,
Dire's top
have him
tower
caught there.
is under
Spike Carapace
attack.
comes out, stun afterwards. Saberlight making the bigger than his tomb. Ready, drops it now onto Gunner. The save coming onto Moon. Oh no! Undying makes the huge play
Dire's
and
bottom
punish
tower is
Gunner
under
hard.
attack.
And that's at the same time, you know, you're fighting over there. You're like, okay, we're making space in this area for, you know, off anti-pressure to carry. But instead, it's Timado who's solo killing Brax because it's Juggernaut versus Venomancer, and you're always terrified. And he didn't even use Omni Slash. So there's still fear for Brax in this bottom lane. It's looking a little bit like another outdraft, boys. Like another outdraft. But we'll see. Like maybe there's some timing I'm not understanding with this Ember call. It's a very powerful call.
Oh god. Oh no, Gunner. Remnant's back. He's gonna be fine.
Ember
He'll
strike.
be able to pop that
Tower is
regen,
under
force some
attack.
rotations, back to it. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. It's already floating between that 1 and 2 gold
Radiant's
lead
bottom
as
tower
Ocean
is
is
under
gonna run
attack.
into Moon again. Yeah, you can see Sammy's first ever game on Axe,
Dire's middle
at least
tower
in
is
professional
under attack.
matches. 9 different heroes so far in the qualifier. A very, like, you know, he's a big hero pool. But I don't know, we'll have to keep our eyes on it and see how he does. Going for that Manta first has so often been the...
Yeah, I do feel maybe it's best to not think about the last game actually and just focus on this, because you know, Four Zoomers are still in this. Ember's rotating bottom lane. They do have these level 4 meta wards, which means they are making the right decision. You know, your hero has a timing, let's go fight around it. Bring all our resources, we're a bit behind, but we make good plays and can still win this.
Gunner runs to the moon. Timado going for that spin TP away, so they will find moon. And they get the kill though. The slowdown is there. Chase.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That's a very important kill here. Timado makes a really good play. He spin TPs, but instead of going to fountain, he goes to top tower. He can match the pressure. I think we should see 4 Zoomers look to defend top and take bottom. But I don't know if they took the Doom. Like, Doom's only 15 seconds. Ideally, it would be Gunner just TPing up there and sort of running down the lane, sort of CC and C style with lane guard. But instead, he has to TP mid, because again, like, the mid lane went so well for TA. She's actually a pressure hero now. But she's a beast right now. Dragon
well, she does the DD. That makes it look all the much terrifying to actually be there. So they're going to keep Brax bottom. He takes that tower. And in the meantime, Timado is also going to get top. So they're trading 1 for 1. And it would be great if they could have kept that one alive, but won't be the case now. But it does at least open up a little bit more room here. Brax, I mean, this is for a while what we saw at a Venomancer, right? You just be annoying, you sit down bottom, you have a ward there maybe. If you come and gank you, it's like, whatever, I'm a Veno anyways, bro. Why are you coming after me?
True.
So,
and you're exactly right. I think we'll see Brax kill this wave. Maybe think about rotating to mid and sort of forming a wall there. If he does that, like, it'd be pretty good for them. It's not like TA really wants to sit versus the Venom wards.
Radiant's middle tower
and
is
like Doom can't do it either. So, you know, there's some... If you can force map control like that, I can see some really good plays opening up on the 4 Zoomer side. Something that 4 Zoomers have been doing really well is getting these stacks up for Sammy Boy. He didn't have the best of lanes, but he's actually the same net worth as his very fat TA. He's having a great game now.
This is a big opportunity here as well. It seems like it's going to be so impossibly hard to go onto Timado, though. This is such a free jug game, and he spots the courier going by. Ocean is there. They're going on a bottom, though. Also, Brax. I mean, they go for the gank, and they're going to kill him. The unfortunate part is I don't think they get their return from the other side. Timado's out. Spin TP. With this game.
It is. It's only the carry axe that can cancel it. And as we saw in last game, like with how Timado played, I think that's how you sort of want to play the carry axe. You're just farming. You don't want to come into these moves that much. And the most unfortunate part about the bottom play is they didn't even have to use the Doom. Right. So Undying are up 3k gold, but they still have all their timings, which means it's hard for Zoomers to make an aggressive play here. We see Earth Spirit.
See Ocean, and they'll spot Moon. So able to force them back. There's a little bit of extra room here now. And they did stack up these a little bit. It looks like they're going to be taken by Brax. Battle over them as Gunner in the mid lane trying to keep it pressured on out.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Fine and dandy. But yeah. What are we now? 3,000 gold lead. It just keeps on growing for Undying. The game is looking really rough.
The thing is, normally you could say stuff like, oh, the Doom has a Midas and level 4 Devour. This is sort of fake gold. That was really close to dying. Doom wanted to curse him there into the Doom. Attack. But if you look at the experience graph, they're also around 4 to 5,000 experience ahead. That's not what we want for the 4 Zoomer side. I'm going to say a lot of it is on the fact that T is level 12 and Gunner's level 8.
Well, Husky, he's level 6 and he is super dead. They kill him off in an instant. That's just what's going to happen. Ocean is back over here, trying to soak up XP as he's hanging around this area.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Every minute that goes by, it feels like they're falling further and further behind. Gunner tries to get out of there, has the remnant, the chase, the right click, that might be enough. Oh,
sort of a stupid term, but we actually use it. We used it a lot on back when I played with Moon Meander and Brile, like slow and fast damage. You want burst in order to like kill girls fast. Otherwise, the enemy team will react to you, right? Oh, Moon Meander mid lane. This is what they need on 4 Zoomers.
Good call, but afterwards able to get it. Trying to bring down one. Do they have anything else left in the tank? There's the Winter's Curse. They are in some trouble in the Doom on Ocean, so they don't even have that fight for afterwards. Can they kill Moon, though? Drops down low. Sammy, he gets the dunk, and actually they're keeping Ocean alive, and now for a chance, they have a reinitiation. Saber Light kicks him back into the ulti. Gotta save his stun just to make sure he can go, but oh, that's a nice play. Purges off, magnetize. Still though, can't purge off all the rest of that shenanigan. Slow and steady beatdown continues. They get the roll, they get the kill.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So honestly, my play I talked about was utter trash. If you tried to play side lane Dota at 12 minutes into the game, it will not work. You will instantly lose. Four Zoomers with the better call. They fortify the only position on the map they can hold. I mean, they still lose mid tower that play, but that was really important for them, especially in the experience department. They fortify. They bring all their heroes to this fight, even as carry axe, and it leads into like 2 really big kills. They killed a top network Doombringer, which is hugely important. I did want to mention, I do really like Saberlight's build here. I feel like a lot of Dooms stop thinking about their builds and just go for like phase boots minus BKB. Oh, Rao denies a rune there. Very sneaky and nice there. But instead, he's recognized that 4 Zoomers are behind, so they don't have enough damage. If he just builds pipe with this healing word, we saw that in the last fight, like it's so hard to kill Moon Meander, this stupid 4 position Nyx bug, just because the healing word's on him. If you combine that with the pipe, they're just gonna run out of damage. This will let you take any fight you want, let you take Roshan, etc. The one downside to this build though is that if something bad happens where they get enough, Sammy Boy's just alone here.
That's not where he wants to be. Manta down. Get through a lot of this damage. Well, something went wrong, Howie, but it wasn't what you were anticipating. It was that for the Zoomers instead.
So that happens like once a game, this series, where I feel like Sammy Boy, he's just a bit out of position, trying to maximize a bit too hard. But I was saying, if something goes wrong for Undying, and you build items like Pipe that don't scale in the same way, 1 second.
Gunner. Another one of
the Doom.
They got him in on range and got him caught. Now the slowdown, the purge is there, the roll afterwards. Is this the fight that they need? Can they survive the Doom? Mono's on top of him. It's not going to happen. Dead. Ryle on a killing spree. That one, I think that was a side blade hit, wasn't it? I don't know. It was sick. But regardless, Undying right into the pit. You know how you keep on talking about how Pipe, it's not going to scale good if they lose a fight or something, but they keep winning fights.
Yeah, I mean,
Pipe's pretty good.
I think it's the right item choice. And I think it's the highest win percentage. It's just like if you do some catastrophic mess up where you beat 5 kills and suddenly they do have damage, you punch through the pipe, you can off onto onto Ember through it by hitting him and sideblading him through the Veno. Something I saw possible. Yeah, I think it was GPK on TA against T1 maybe. I can't remember who did this. But saw the ESO1. He hit like 3 Venom wards and almost like wiped the enemy team because Venom wards have 0 armor. Right. So if you hit it with Desolator, they get like negative 33% or whatever it is, and then that's translated as pure damage to the side blades. So you're effectively critting for 1.3x your damage as pure damage, which is insane.
Yeah. Well, so what you're telling me right now is that the counters to the TA of the Veno and the Ember are not working out too well as they get a blinding light pushback. Brax pops the try and chase forward, roll in. Ocean, they're right on top. All the side blades. All the side blades. Gotta be careful, buddy. Brax so low, but will be able to go for a counterplay if they want to. That Veno is starting to hurt on. And it won't end up mattering. Then the whole time, Timado's just got a completely free game. This Jug has gotten everything.
For sure. And I will say, Sammy Boy, again, similar to the Faceless Void game, is farming extremely well. He had that one pickle, but I'll give him a pass on that because he came to that very fight mid as well, you know? You gotta support your carry players. Oh, Ocean bottom though.
Yeah, trying to trail it all in together pretty effectively. Jump in, good call. Ocean living, but full break afterwards. And gets the shine after the fact. They have enough to kill any of them. No, Omni Slash comes down. Oh, it turned though! It turned onto a wall! That too! Can they kill Timado afterwards? Kill off that healing ward, he's out of mana. Yubu is there for the save, but they got a little bit too cavalier with that move. Now the call, trying to take him down. Sammy goes to the TP out, but they came in time with Moon, able to make that kill happen. Evan Talbert disarmed Bryle, who was 2 buybacks for that one. Dying, maybe starting to feel the, you know, like they had already won it. A little bit too fresh and cool with the move.
Yeah, that ended up being a fight under the dire vision. 4Zoomer seizing the opportunity really well there. Sambo, he's just really farmed, you know. He has Blink, Manta, Vanguard, and he's gonna have the shard he's gonna have more than enough gold to get the shard at 20 minutes when it's spawned. Like, 4Zoomer showing some life in the series for sure, and you know, Sambo, he channeled his inner Timado there with a nice 3-man call.
Right.
And showed him what's up.
Listen, I'm going to say this. If some way, there is a reverse sweep that happens in this series, that moment right there was the moment that started it all.
For sure.
I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know if that's going to happen. It's still looking a little bit rough. Only a 5,000 gold lead. We've seen bigger comebacks before in the history of Dota.
Yeah, I think, can we see like a 30k gold lead?
Yeah, we saw an NB game.
In C, right? No, it was like 31k gold in C in these qualifiers where they had a comeback or something ridiculous like that. And they can definitely do this. I mean, the thing about Axe this game is you can see after his Agony fight, he actually has a Blade Mill queued up. People don't expect this. Like, Timado hasn't gone for S to play against the mid lane.
Up in, Winner's Curse. Oh, no Doom available. Gunner. Flight of Fist dead.
That's a big kill. He has no buyback. That's a 60 seconds without support on the map.
Now they find themselves another route there onto Bryle. Zoomer's not giving up. They're staying in this one. They have a very farmed TA still. Top net worth in the game, but right there alongside her is this Axe. Sammy with Blink done, ready to go with this shard. Who gets the illusion room now? Could be a chance here for them to make something happen. Last couple of minutes have looked good for Zoomer.
They're really bringing themselves back into this. And keep in mind, this is when Undying had an Aegis. Right? Like, Zoomers are not even taking these fights. They're sort of manipulating Bryle around the map. So he's not farming how he wants and fighting with Satan's breathing. Oh, we're coming in though.
Looking for it. Zoom is out, but he's rolling away. Trying to keep him alive. Looking for a kick, looking for anything to keep him survivable on Gunner, but it's going to be enough to burn him down, and he's going to have to get denied. Ocean takes him down. There's a ping there. Maybe they thought they could have gotten him to the tower for the extra reach, but there's no extra save. It's a deny there on the Gunner. Doom down.
Look at this. Smoke up. They're down to Ember, but they sit timing.
They catch Bryle. Trying to blow him up. That the Aegis expires. Oh, what is timing? Can they kill him off in time? Is it going to be enough? Down silence? No, but here it is. Sammy into trouble, trying to turn, hoping to find something, but it won't be enough. Bryle drops down low, but won't die. The cold embrace is there. The Sammy illusions trying to hit him, but it won't be enough. God, that was close.
And you know what probably saved Bryle there? It was the Pipe Aura. He was so close to death there. That was a beast play coming out from 4Zoomers. You're down your mid, but you're still ready to fight. Oh, they're still going though.
Gonna take round 2 of this one. Gunner doing some good damage. Chakram, he has another slight back up in a second for that chase down. Next again. Chakra Magic back up again in a moment. Can they go for the chase? Got him. Axe back up in 8 seconds now. They're not gonna go for any more. Undying, respecting the potential damage here. I mean, we are starting to see some things come together a little bit for Zoomers. And when this Doom is on cooldown, they have a lot of power.
I will say, like, of all the heroes in Dota, I think my read on Axe carry is probably the worst of any hero because it's such a weird concept, you know? Offlaner with the shard becoming a carry. We saw it at the animator, we saw it ESL1, and a lot in the C qualifiers actually, but it hasn't looked good in NA until these like half-good Timado games. And honestly, Sammy Boy is making it look very, very good this game.
Bryle in the mid lane. Could look for another jump here. Axe gets the ball. Go for round 2. Wyvern, big jump in. They find him on the back line with Gunner now. Gone afterwards. They haven't done all that much. Big storm afterwards. Down on top of both. What's it get more important? Oh, that was a ton of damage out
What?
no joke. That was wild.
What just happened?
They did a lot of damage, Howie. That's what they did. Another round here. Timado thinking about going for his finish. They got the courier. As Spite's still not quite done. I want to look at what the damage numbers were on that, because that looked insane.
Wait, so there's a Winter's Curse that set up everything, right?
Yeah.
And then they're set up for a Nyx Impale and a War Stomp there, right? Onto like 2 key heroes. And then they're all stunned, and then 3 heroes on Undying died.
Exactly. I think you guys about the
See, I was talking about my read on Axe. I don't understand this hero at all. I have like 40,000 hours in Dota. I have no idea how this hero functions. So like,
he did in that same amount of time with just popping Manta and getting the call off about 3,600 damage. And obviously Ember did a ton as well.
So was it like they cursed the illusion or Axe or the illusion and then he's hit? No, it's after curse.
No,
so I guess
I think what happened was he got the Manta off.
He was mantled when he went on TA. They cursed him.
Okay.
The illusions don't spin when they hit an ally, I believe. I'm not too sure on that. But I think when they stunned the Axe, they didn't stun the illusions. The illusions just beasted it up, right?
Okay.
It just spun every hit or something. RNGesus wants 4 Zoomers to have a nice reverse 3-2 sweep, but we'll see about what happens here.
Good stun. Great stun. Catches onto both. Saberlight afterwards. They find Ocean. Trouble. Buyback immediately from Huddle. They have buyback on Earthshare too. They want to commit to try and take this fight. There's a call from Sammy. Now the winner's turn. Connecting out. They buy back on Ocean. He's going to TP to the tier 2. Good for more. They have Doom available. This is where things get scary. Sammy, does he dare go up high ground? They have Vision up here. Take that away from him, and with the ward, oh, that was a good play right there, taking the trap. Use the trap to break the blink axe.
And man, that was looking actually like another good fight for 4 Zoomers for a second there, but Sammy will have already used his Manta to farm. You cannot fight with a Manta at all, it's no
Gunner runs in, jumps, dead. Now looking for more. Muted. He's doomed. The Axe trying to get back home. Saberlight slowing him down to the best of their abilities. They have Spirit Form back up again in a second, but he's going to die. Ryle ends up finding that kill. Gunner, seeing if he can play a little bit of cleanup on his Ember. What else do they have left in the tank? The slowdown is there. Another round of Sleight of Fist. The Coddle's not near enough. More step coming for breakfast. Oh my God, Ryle again with the side blade. Able to connect, able to get the kill in Ultra for this TA. Absolutely beautiful.
Bro, he's just a beast this game. I mean, look at this boy. He 8-0. He stomped his lane. He got counterpicked on, like absolutely massacred Gunner in lane. And now it just seems like Undying every game. They have a different player who's just ruining the dreams and hopes of the enemy team. Last game was Saberlight. This game was Ryle. I don't remember what happened in the first game, so my mind's still spinning around the Axe play. It was Ryle again, and Boy's a beast. But this TA just, I mean, this is the first 2 TA. They're playing Venomancer, Ember, Earthsphere, who are supposed to be good versus Templar Assassin, but it doesn't feel that way. It just feels like they're just like, you know, NPCs. He just wants to farm them with Templar Assassin.
I'm very impressed right now. Undying proving that they indeed deserve a spot at TI. They've looked so freaking good throughout this series. Boomer's struggling. It's a tough road to ride. Are they going to be able to come in and contest for this road? They have a feeling so every time it's a second or two late, there's nothing Gunner repping over the side, but they will be able to catch him. Great stun afterwards from Moon. Catches there. On to 2. Ocean, nowhere left to go. And the rest of the Zoomers have to run away. Brax trying to buy a little bit of extra space, but Saberlight right on top of him. Blinding Light pushback, and they are going to feel comfortable holding on to this high ground. Second Roche going their direction.
And now TA, she has a cheese. They've opted to give Timado the Aegis because he's the one who's going to hit buildings. And, you know, I talked about Blade Mill as potentially a comeback mechanic for Zoomers, you know. Traditionally, it's always been Axe and Darks here. The stronger your opponents get, the stronger you do as well, which makes for good comebacks. But you know, it's nullified by Aegis in particular, like specifically, and I mean, you can't call Timado Juggernaut twice in a fight, so it's looking a little bit more rough for Zoomers now.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, you have these other things that have some hypothetical good combos, you know, whether it's the Ember being the double slites or even the like double berserkers. They are going to go in for potentially what could be one last hurrah. I don't know, we'll see. They're underneath the ward right now, but simultaneously Dire have vision that there's a ward there. Auto with the DD. Mjolnir Manta just so fat.
He is, and you know, he's not even the most fat one in the game. Right. He has 4K net worth above him, but man, Timado, he looks strong, Du looks strong, Brow looks strong. Very spooky.
Get a vision down. It's about the best you could hope for the Zoomers. If they can take a fight over in this area, underneath their ward, how do you even on this guy?
They need Undying to split up. The problem is Undying have just been playing so solid, so like well-measured, good fundamental Dota this entire series. I don't know if they're gonna have a bad TP that really lets Zoomer have our opportunity to get back in this game. But I mean, we've seen it in the C qualifiers. Knoxville pointed out there's a 32,000 gold comeback between he wrote it here, but I can't read. Between TNC and Boom.
That was a big one. And now, we can find another big one. Racky's dead. Call afterwards. Sammy tried to save him. Now he's in trouble. Silent. I need light to go back. Fire there as well. Oh, the Winter's hurt. Oh, man. You gotta be careful. Another round of the call. A chance to turn. He's not quite there. The Silent came out the last second to interrupt the dunk. Oh, wow. And just like that, Sammy Boy falls again. 3, 6, and 4 on this axe. To go in over and over to try and make space, and it just not worked out.
You're just playing carry axe against Winter Wyvern. It seems like a big issue.
They go in again. Undying. They can feel it. They have worked so hard this year, wanting to make it to TI. That's always the goal for these teams. And on the verge of making it happen, seizing this high ground, they got Daedalus for Brile. They don't even have buyback. Some of them really end up mattering. A full set of racks are gonna go down. They're gonna take this one and start heading up to the north. They come deal with us. Still have a minute left on this Aegis.
So the Aegis, they sell this cheese, Lulu's ready for the 20 market and level 10 talent. It looks really hard to kill the Undying heroes, but look at that discipline. Even though they're one moment from getting to TI, they understand that the only percentage fight that 4 Zoomers has is if they overextend. They have to like fight into 4 Zoomers buybacks, of which there's only one in Ember, so maybe a little bit too cautious, but I would play it safer that it's going to go to TI as well. And just good fundamentals again. Like, how do you mess up if the enemy doesn't have any item timings left? They're not going to farm any items for the rest of the game.
Oh, and look at this. Down bottom, Saberlight so often being the guy who's done it for him. Oh, he got her. Barely getting away. He was so ready for that one. That was right on top of where he was.
Post-up's actually one of the hardest spells to dodge. I believe it's 0.3 seconds. I could be wrong. Like, Axe costs 0.4, and that one's like a lot more dodgeable. Compared to like Center Stomp, it's like 0.5. That one's easy to BKB, but you know, Gunner, as soon as that wave's done, he knew from last game that Undying are on the hunt, and he's just out of there.
68 gold away from buyback right now on the axe, but they just want to get involved. They got to take a fight outside their base. They need to find an opening here. Aegis just now expiring. Timado has it. Moon. Dude, look at this guy. He's blocking the area where they were going to be. They get the silence. They don't want to go on this Nyx. They didn't want to find Moon. They wanted a bigger target. Zoomers. Oh, man. They're going to rep it in, try and make something happen. No, the dude comes out in time. What a play there. They find the stun, and then that sets up the Doom, but now the Stomp buys back on Gunner, gonna jump in, tries to find the Wyvern. Okay, an opportunity here. He can brax out. They take down Gunner a second time. They kill him off. Oh, what a combo. And now the Obby Clash goes out on top of several. Trying to stop the pain, but there is no stopping it. GG is gonna be called. And just like that, Undying, they're going to TI.
Radiant victory.
Yeah, just honestly, like